Welcome to the live. Really happy to be here for this demo of the new connection requests feature. We're going to wait a bit until we have more people arriving, and we shall start in 3, 4, 5 minutes. You can use the chat on the right, of course, or maybe it's elsewhere if you're on your phone. I don't know. My name is Josquin. I'll be your host. It's going to be quite a quick demo, 30 minutes tops. And if you have questions all the way, you can ask them. I'm happy to answer and give you anything you need. By the way, if you want to add me on LinkedIn, my name is Josquin Fougeret. You have the link on the presentation over here, so you can just find me there. I have a pretty uncommon first name, even for a French guy, so you should find me quite easily. Hi, Alarm. Let's give one more minute for the rest of the people to arrive. Hey, bonjour. Hi, Tony. I parlais 90 days or 90 jours. I'm French. I think you can hear that probably. Hi, morning. Good afternoon, actually, for me. And off we go. So today is about showing you guys our new connection requests feature alongside with all the automations and outreach/DM features that we have in Taplio. The subtitle is How to Get 100 New Followers a Week Without the Manual Work. That's definitely something which is achievable thanks to this feature, of course, and that will be probably the introduction and the first thing to keep in mind. You should keep consistency in your posting habits. You should keep engaging with people on LinkedIn, create meaningful conversation. That's the foundation. This feature, connection requests, comes with the rest, and it's on top of the rest. But the better your content is, the more connection requests and followers you get. This is just something which will help you automate things that don't have to bother with the manual work. All right, so about today's agenda. First of all, we're going to check out the automations on posts that you can set up with Taplio. Then we're going to see how to build contact lists in Taplio. This is the foundation to being able to go with the bulk DMs and connections requests, which is the part 3. Then we're going to talk a bit about the safety and the limits by using this feature. Of course, we won't have you guys do random and dangerous things for your LinkedIn accounts. So that's why we have safety rails for this. And at the end, of course, you can ask any questions. You can ask them in the chat even. And we'll make sure to give you the answers that you need. Without further ado, let's jump in with the automations on posts. So essentially what you can do when you create a post via Taplio is adding what we call boosts or automations. First one is auto connection. That's the new one. It will automatically send a connection request to anyone liking or commenting on your post when they engage and related to the safety rails that I'll mention at the end. We also have the auto reply, which will send a reply to any commenters on your post. So if someone comments with a specific trigger keyword, for example, then they will receive a reply from you in the comment section. So that will keep your post alive, and you don't have to be in front of your computer or mobile at the time of posting because everything will be handled automatically. And last but not least, the auto DM, which will send a DM to anyone who engages with your post. So either liking or commenting on your post. We will first send a connection request, and then when the connection request is accepted, we'll send the DM afterwards, because you can't send a DM to people you're not connected with. So that's part of the drill as well. So let's go with the demo. I'm going to switch to Taplio. I'm assuming that you guys all have an access to Taplio. Otherwise, you can create your account and start your free trial to see what I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is Taplio. You should be seeing it. I'm currently in the draft section. For the sake of the demo, we're going to assume that I have a post ready to go. So this is this one. It's a post about productivity and prioritization as a product manager. I don't know if I said it, but I'm the product manager for Taplio, so that's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about on LinkedIn, essentially. So I'm done with the post. It's ready to go, and I want to put a boost slash automations attached to this post. So what I'm going to add to is a boost here. And when you're here, assuming that you're during your free trial that you have a pro subscription, everything should be available for you. So we're going to start with auto connect. So I just have to put this toggle here on and decide if I want to send a connection request on likers, commenters, or both of them, with a maximum connection request to be sent. We have a maximum set to 100 connection requests per post, so you can't exceed this, but that's for more than enough to start growing and have your post building. Some of your posts might get even more engagement, but we retrieve the likers and commenters anyways. So if you want to exploit this list of commenters and likers that is dynamic in Taplio, you can use it thanks to our bulk connection requests or bulk DM features. I'm going to show that later during the demo. So I'm good with the connection request now. Now let's say I'm going to push the auto reply on. I prepared this before, so my reply content is already ready. So it's pretty straight to the point. Thanks for your comment. You can imagine a variety of use cases, like for example, if you have a link to share, or if you want to redirect your Calendly or any other resource, you can put it in the comment, and the person will see the comment, and it keeps your post alive, expanding your reach, etc., etc. Same, you can decide on the replies to be sent. I'll share the limits after during the presentation, but essentially you can add up to 100 limits, 100 replies per day. And I don't want to say something wrong, so let's wait for the limits part of the demo to make sure that I'm not saying anything wrong. Let's have this set to 10 for the sake of the demo. And last but not least, I'm going to go with the auto DM one. User must receive like my post and reply to my posts. I'm going to send up to 100 messages. Again, I'll share the limits during the dedicated section. And I have my message ready to go with some parameters that I can personalize and use to personalize the message. So I just use the first name one for this one. Thanks for engaging with my latest post, talking about product management, because the post is talking about product management. I'm good to go. So now I just have to post, and well, that's it. The post is on the way. It will appear in my post schedule. It will be sent. And as soon as I receive engagements like comments and likes, I'm hoping to get a lot of them. The connection requests automatically sent, and DM automatically sent, and replies automatically sent will appear in my LinkedIn activity tab, which is something that I'm going to show you guys right after. So that's for attaching automations to the posts you send through Taplio. Now let's get back to the presentation. Just checking if we have questions in the chat. Okay, so we have one question in the chat from Cherikomo. I'm not sure that I understand the question. If you have other automations running, would any of this interact negatively? What should we be watching for? I'm not sure that I understand the question, so if you can try and rephrase, I'm happy to answer it at the end of the session. Next, let's jump into the bulk connection requests and bulk DMs. So the preliminary work to do is build lists of people to reach out to. So that's actually a big question we have, like who should I be targeting? And thanks to Taplio, you have several ways to create your lists. The first one is leveraging the list of likers and commenters. So thanks to Taplio, we fetch these likers and commenters. So any time someone is liking or commenting on your post, we put these guys in dedicated lists. Sorry, so you can leverage on those and decide to launch DM campaigns or connection request campaigns on those guys if you think you missed some to expand your network and your reach. Secondly, you can use the post engagements from other LinkedIn posts. For example, let's assume you have a competitor or something or someone that you want to leverage the audience from. So you can find the LinkedIn post, copy the URL, and Taplio will automatically extract the engagers, which means the likers and or the commenters, and put them in a targeted list. You can then leverage on this list and send a DM campaign. Third, you can use the Taplio lead database. So we have a lead database that you can search from. It contains millions of contacts. So theoretically, you should find people in your niche, in your ICP, in your target, or in your audience. You just have to search for it, filter by industry, by role, by keywords. Find really the best people in your niche and in your target, and you can create a list from there. And last, maybe not the most easiest one to use, but you can just use profile URLs that you have in a CSV or copy paste from LinkedIn and add people in a list thanks to them. So I can show you around just very quickly because that's not really the point of this demo. The point is really to show you how to perform the connection request in the DMs. But I'm happy to have a personalized demos if you want. So again, you can add me on LinkedIn and reach out. I'm happy to show you around if need be. Otherwise, we have the Taplio Academy, by the way, which is another resource that you can exploit to see how this works. So my post is sent. So let's hope for many likes. And yeah, you can like this post actually if you want to see the thing running. I guess it would be a great way to demo the thing. So follow me, like my post, comment, and I'm gonna be super famous. Now let's get back to what we're talking about. So this is where the magic happens. So you have your contact lists in the prospect hub. So you have two lists, which are the like my posts and commented on my post lists. Those are dynamic lists, and all the other lists here are custom lists that I created. I created them, as mentioned, either via the LinkedIn profile URLs of these people, via the lead database of Taplio that you can add people from, via a post that I would have found on LinkedIn, and I wanted to leverage the commenters and likers from. And last but not least, I think I forgot the last one. No, I said them all, I guess. Yes. So that's how I created those lists. So now what I want to do is leverage on those lists. So I'm going to add to the networking hub, which is here on the left. First, I'm going to switch back to the presentation. So that's how you build a list of people. Then we're going to send bulk DMs and connection requests. Idea is really to reach out to people at scale. You just do it once and then you let us handle the rest. And over the coming hours and days, we're just going to handle the DMs and the connection requests while keeping your account safe, because that's really the main, the most important thing here. So first you select the list of people, then you decide whether you go with the connection request or DM. You personalize your DM if you're on the DM side of things, and then you track your activity. So let's get back to the demo. So if you want to access the automation mentioned at the beginning of the demo, you can access them from here. Otherwise, you just have to open the post editor and then you'll find them in the boost section. But here, what we want to do is, let's say, send connection requests. So I'm going to click on Get Started. And as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You have three main steps. You select your recipients, you review and confirm. Boom, it's done. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add from a contact list. As mentioned, we created the contact list before, thanks to our ICP and all the methods that I mentioned. And I'm going to go with the people who commented on my posts. Okay, so I successfully added 74 people. So I'm going to be sending 74 connection requests. When I say sending, it doesn't mean they're going to be sent automatically because we want to keep my account safe. So it's not a good idea to send 74 connection requests at once. So I myself am in the I commented on my post, of course, so that's why I'm here. I can put people out of the list if I want. Like, for example, I can put Patrice out because I know him. I can check this guy, make sure he's okay, the right guy. It's cool. I'm going to keep him. I can add a specific account from there if I want to. And I can even add from engagement from here if I don't want to go from the contact list thing. So I'm good. I'm going to drink a bit of water and I'm going to continue. So clicking on continue. Okay, I'm about to send 72 connection requests. I have the information that we have limits. And I'm going to just click on send. And I'm done. Now the thing you want to do is to track what's happening. So to do that, you just click on LinkedIn activity here. It appears here, or you can click on the button there. And you see the magic happening. So the connection requests are going to be sent. And this is essentially your monitoring screen. So you can check when the connection request will be sent. You can see here that they are scheduled then delayed. And that's normal, actually. Because what we do is we send the connection requests during the office hours. We make sure that we mimic a human behavior. So we'll be sending the connection request during the office hours from Monday to Thursday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's actually something you should be doing. And if you have any other automation tool doing something else, it's really dangerous for your account because you can be flagged by LinkedIn for doing automation. So that's how we protect your account. So as you can see, all the connection requests are added to the queue, and I have a rough idea about when the connection request will be sent. So theoretically, I think I should have some of them sent today because we're before 6 p.m. So as you can see, it's going to be sent in the 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 16 p.m., 16 minutes, etc. But at some point, it's going to be added tomorrow, starting at 7 a.m. So that's how it works. And when the connection request is done, I have the status which switched to done. So for example, if I did it before in the past, so if I select all the connection requests completed, these ones I've been doing through a post. So it's an auto connection request. It's done. So I'm good. I can check the various types, auto DM, auto connection request, and auto replied as displayed during this demo. And that's really the way for me to make sure that everything is running smoothly and that if something has been failing for any reason, because of course it can happen, well, I can spot it there. So that bridges us, let's say, to the account safety thing. So I'm going to get back to the presentation. And last part of the demo is the activity tracking thing. So that's the page I've been showing you guys. And what we do to keep your account safe, that's super important. Is that, as mentioned, we have things happening during the working hours. So from Monday to Friday, from 7 to 6 in your time zone. So it's 5 p.m. for me. I mean, the demo started at 5 p.m. for me. And we have a random 1 to 15 minutes delay behind every send. That's also a way to mimic the human behavior. And the limits that we have is 100 per day for the auto replies bit with a limit of 20 per hours, a limit of 100 DMs per day with a limit of 10 per hours, 20 connection requests a day with a limit of 10 per hours. And for the DMs, we also have a 48 hours cooldown, which means that if by mistake you did put two separate campaigns with the same recipients, you won't have any accidental spam because they won't receive the message before 48 hours have been spent. And if you have a new Taplio account, we're warming it up. That's also a safety measure to make sure that you start with a slow pace before actually going to the actual normal state, let's say. So it's getting pretty fast actually, but it's also a safety measure that we set up. So that's for the demo. So thanks for your attention, and let's go for the Q&A. I'm going to get back to the live. If you have any question. Okay, what is the liker is already a connection. That's a good point. Well, then we just skip the connection, which means that it won't be sent ultimately. And the DM will be sent. It's associated with the DM. But we don't have a way to know that the connection, the person is not a connection request yet. So it's just nothing will happen, let's say, parlay 90 days. I don't know if it's parlays or parlay. Yes, Tony, the feature is available only on Pro, except for the auto reply, which is accessible in growth. So that's for the one. Then Cherry Como, can you put a limit for each day, or does the system determine how many to send at a time per day? I think I answered this question. I don't know when you send the question, but I guess that's the one. I mean, I think it's our system which determines when it's sent, and we can't expand to more. If you want to add more, let's say, if you want to lower the limits because you think it's not safe enough, this is definitely something we can think of, but we don't want to take the risk to have the limits get higher. So we could do it in the future, but from the time being, we keep it as V. How do we follow up offline? I'm not sure to understand the question, Michael. Do you mean following up on the DMs, or can you maybe try and detail the question? I guess. Oh, with me, you mean? If it's with me, you can reach out on LinkedIn, but we don't have any email related features on Taplio. I mean, yet. Mac, yes. So it's limited to Taplio because Taplio has the information that it needs to attach the automation. So the post should be sent through Taplio. We don't have any other way to know how to attach the automations if it's not done through Taplio. Yep. So I can share my email actually, Michael, so that anyone. That's the one. But I guess I'd rather use LinkedIn, so you can use this LinkedIn account. That's me. You found me. Marshall, so if you are on Pro, you can have access to everything. The only accessible thing in growth, which is the middle tiered plan, is the auto reply one. We are currently thinking on expanding to several other plans, or one of the plans, which would be the growth one, the intermediate one, with limitations, but it's not something we're going to push short term, so it should be maybe in several weeks. Sherry Como, we don't have the connection with the sales navigation list, although it's a nice proposal and a nice feature. We could add this one plus the LinkedIn search classical one. That could be a great addition, actually. I can take maybe one more question. And anyways, you guys, Sherry or Marshall or Michael, if you have any follow-up questions, you can reach out by email or LinkedIn. I showed them in the chat. So yeah, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to even have a chat. We can hop on a call and I can show you around. I can give you tips or just take your feedback because, of course, it's a new feature. This is something we want to improve with time. So the more feedback you share with us, the better the feature will be. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I guess we can wrap it up. So thanks for attending. Again, that was kind of a new format. That's the first time we do this, like the demo of a new feature we just shipped. So hope you liked it. We might be sharing like a survey of satisfaction survey with you guys. I think you can also give your feedback on the Luma interface, which is the thing you use to register to the webinar. So if you can give your feedback here, that's also super helpful. Even if it's not 5 stars, it's okay because it means we can improve, and we are always willing to improve. So feel free to do that. We're really happy to get those feedbacks. So thank you guys. Have a great day and see you around. Bye bye.